Now we will see curved surface submerged in the liquid. So to find out the total pressure, force and center of pressure of this curved surface, first you consider a small area dA at a depth of h from the free liquid surface, and there is a small force dF acting on this particular dA area, and dA is at an angle theta degree from the horizontal. So it is on the curved surface and at an angle theta degree. And from the law of trigonometry, that is the angle between two lines is same as angle between their perpendicular. So using that rule you can find out the theta, that angle of dF with the vertical, that is theta itself. Okay, so here you know that dF can be resolved into dfx and dfy, and here when you find you already found out what where is the theta angle. Now you can resolve df as df sin theta as dfx and dfy as df cos theta. Okay, again dA, small dA can be, if theta is the angle here, you can find out the horizontal component and the vertical component as dA cos theta and dA sin theta. Okay, so this is pure trigonometry, and I hope this figure is clear to you all. And to find out the total pressure force, what is the first thing you have to remember is that what is the pressure intensity? Rho gh. And how to find out the total pressure force on dA? It is rho gh dA. To find out the total pressure force, it should be integrated, integral rho gh dA. Okay, and here there is a small difference. So it is integral dF is equal to integral rho gh dA. So this here this equation is for dF, small dF, that is rho gh dA. Okay, here you have to find out both the components dfx and dfy to find out the total pressure force dF. Okay, so that is the only difference with the other plane surfaces which we have already learned. Okay, so here first you have to find out dfx and then dfy. So we will see how you can find out. Once you find out fx and fy, it is very easy to find out the total force, that is root of fx square plus fy square. Okay, so first we will see how to find out fx. You know that dfx is df sin theta. Okay, this we have seen in the figure. dfy is equal to df cos theta. So dfx is equal to substituting for df, that is rho gh dA. Okay, so that is df into sin theta. Again substituting for df here, you will see dfy is equal to rho gh dA cos theta. Okay, and now you see you are integrating to dfx to find out total force in the x-axis in the x direction. So it is integral rho gh dA sin theta. You take out the constant rho g, integral h dA sin theta is inside. Okay, so what is integral h dA sin theta? Integral h dA sin theta is nothing but you are taking the first moment of the vertical projection of area. You have already seen how to resolve dA. This dA sin theta is the vertical projection of dA. So integral h dA sin theta will give you the first moment of the vertical projection of area dA. Okay, so dA sin theta is the vertical projection of area dA, and in rho g integral h dA sin theta, this whole thing, what does this mean? You are taking the total pressure force on the projected area. Total pressure force on the projected area. It is nothing but rho g ah bar. Okay, ah bar. Instead of a, you have to substitute what? dA sin theta. It is just like finding out the total pressure force of a vertical plane surface. I think you got it. Okay, so here this is dA sin theta is the vertical projections. You just have to remember is that to find out fx, you have to apply the equation for the vertical plane surface itself. Okay, instead of a, you have to put a sin theta, dA sin theta. And I hope this is clear. And Fy, what is Fy? Integral rho gh dA cos theta. So what is integral h dA cos theta? H dA cos theta, h into dA cos theta, h into dA cos theta, which means that it gives the volume. It is integral h dA cos theta will give you the volume here, isn't it? Area into height will give you the volume, and into rho g, which means that volume into rho g will give you the weight, isn't it? So rho g integral h dA cos theta is the weight of the liquid supported by the curved surface up to the free surface of the liquid. So you have found out Fx and Fy. Finally, to find out F, what you have to do is that root of Fx square plus Fy square. I hope this is clear. And we'll see one example. Compute the horizontal and vertical component of the total force acting on a curved surface AB, which is in the form of quadrant of a circle of radius 2 meter as shown in figure. Take width of the gate as unity. So here the figure is already given, so we will see the figure. So this is the figure. Here width of the gate is given as 1 meter. Width of the gate is given as 1 meter and radius of the gate as 2 meters. So here you mark the radius as 2 meters. And this particular gate is at a depth of 1.5 meters from the free surface. So it is only given in the figure. Okay. And here you have to remember is the width of the gate. Here width of the gate is 1 meter. It is unity and it is perpendicular to this particular plane. So the in this case you can't draw it in this particular paper. You just have to remember is that this particular width is perpendicular to this particular plane of this paper. Okay, so it is taken as 1 meter. And the first thing you have to you are finding out the Fx. So how to find out Fx? What is Fx actually? You are finding out the total pressure force on the projected area, that is a vertical projected area of this curved surface AB. Okay, so applying the equation rho g a h bar, F is equal to rho g a h bar. Rho g, you know that 1000 into 9.81. What is so here what is the area? Area here is the area of the vertical plane. Okay, so that is a projected area of this curved surface onto the vertical plane. Okay, so what is the projected area? It will be just like a rectangular plane surface with the dimension 2 by 1 meter. Okay, I hope that is clear. And so what is the area of that rectangular plane surface on the which is projected on the vertical plane? It will be 2 into 1 meter. So writing 2 meter as the 2 meter square as the area. And what is h bar? H bar is the distance from the, that is the depth from the free surface to the G of the vertical plane. Now you consider the projected area on the vertical plane as a vertical plane surface. So how to find out the G, that is the centroid distance from the free surface of a rectangular plane surface? It will be from, this is 1.5 plus exact center of this one, isn't it? So this is considered as a vertical plane surface. It will be 1.5 plus 1 meter. So that is 2.5. Substituting the value here, you will arrive at the answer, that is 49.05 kilonewton. Okay, so that is Fx value. You found out what is Fx. Okay, and next one is Fy. Fy is nothing but the weight of the water supported by the curved surface AB. Okay, up to the free surface. Till here, you have to consider this weight. Okay, you consider the weight of the liquid above the curved surface AB till this one. Okay, so how to find out? You have a rho g into volume. This rho g into volume will give you the weight of this water supported by the curved surface AB. So volume of, how to take the volume? Volume is the volume of this one plus volume of this one. Okay, so volume of this one is, how to find out the volume? You know that it is here in this plane, it is a rectangle one, and it is just like a cuboid. Here there is 1 meter perpendicular to the, that is the width of the gate. So it will be 1.5 plus, 1.5 into 2 meter. So this is the radius, you know that this is 2 meters, and into 1, which is the width of the gate. So 1.5 into 2 into 1 will give you the volume of DAOC. Okay, and how to find the volume of this this particular shape? This is a quadrant of a circle. Okay, so it will be, the area of this portion will be 1/4 of area of a circle. Okay, into 1 will give you the volume. 1 is that is the width of the gate, into 1. Okay, so substituting the values of the corresponding values in this equation, you will get finally the value as 60.249 kilonewton. Okay, so this is how you find out fx and fy of this particular curved surface. And how to find out the total total pressure force, that is root of fx square plus fy square will give you the total pressure force. Since in this question only the horizontal and vertical components are asked, so we are finding out only fx and fy in this particular case. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. Thank you. So we'll see one more example for a curved surface submerged in the liquid. In this question, the figure is given and it shows a gate having a quadrant shape of radius 2 meters. Find the resultant force due to the water per meter length of the gate. Find also angle at which the total pressure acts. Okay, so that is a question. Here you can see the right hand portion of this particular gate is filled with water. And the AB gate, okay, above the AB gate, in this particular portion there is no water. Okay, so and in this particular case, what should we do? Okay, so again you have to remember is that it is a curved surface, so you have to find out fx value and fy value. Okay, so fx value is nothing but the projected area on the vertical plane. Okay, so there is no difference in that. And we will see, okay, how it is done. Okay, so I have again drawn the gate here. Here this portion is filled with water. Above a curved surface AB there is no water. This is like free space. And how to find out fx? It is the same as rho g a h bar, that is of a vertical plane surface. Okay, so here this is the vertical plane surface of this curved surface AB. So how to find out the area? This area, that is here you know that radius is 2 meter. Here this will be 2 into 1. In this question it is given that resultant force due to water per meter length. So you have to take 1 meter length of this particular gate. Okay, so width I am taking again as 1 meter. So 1 into 2 will give you the area. So that is 2 meter square into h bar. What is h bar? That is a here there is a, you can see here, see this is the this 1 meter shows the width here. So here you can see this is 1 meter, this is 2 meter. It is just like a vertical plane surface as a rectangular plane surface. So it will be, h bar will be from here to here, that is 1 meter. Okay, at the exact center 1 meter. So h bar is 1 meter. Okay, all the values are substituted in this equation to find the answer, that is 19.62 kilonewton. Okay, and what is Fy? You know that Fy, in the previous example, how Fy was calculated? It is the weight of the water above the curved surface till the free surface of the liquid. Okay, isn't it? So, in this case, you know that there is no water here. Okay, but how to calculate the Fy then? Again, you take the weight of water, you see here weight of water imagined to be supported by AB. So, again we are taking the weight of the water above AB, but it is imaginary. You know that there is no water here. But you are imagining there is water over this particular curved surface AB and finding out the value. Okay, so how to find out? Rho g into volume. So volume of this this quadrant of a circle will be 1/4 of area of circle. So that will come the area of this particular portion into the width will give you the volume. So into 1. So here you can see rho g into area of quadrant into 1. Okay. So that is pi by 4 into 4. 4 is 2 square. Okay. 2 square into 1. Okay. So you will get the answer 30.819 kilonewton. Okay. That is the answer. So only difference is with the previous example is you are imagining there is water here and you are finding out Fi. And when you take the direction, it should be imagined as it should be taken as in the upward direction. I think it is clear. To find out the magnitude, all the procedure is same. You are imagining there is water here and you are applying this equation. And when you choose the direction, it is not in the downward direction. Why? Because there is no water here. Okay, instead of that, you are taking it in the upward direction. Fi is in the upward direction. You imagine that. You just remember that only. Okay, all other procedures are same, but the direction you have to take in the upward direction. Upward direction. Okay, Fi. Now, we have to find out the angle between. It is also asked, you have to find also the angle at which the total force act. So, how to find out the theta angle? Again, this you have learned in the engineering mechanics, that is tan theta is Fi by Fx. So, substituting the magnitude, find out the theta angle. Total force is root of Fx square plus Fi square. So, that is you will get the magnitude and theta angle of this one. So here the resultant force is not drawn here. How the resultant force will be there? It lies in which quadrant? Fi is in the upward direction. I have explained the reason why. Okay, Fi is in the upward direction. That is the positive direction, and Fx is in. See here it is. It will be how it will come. It will be like this only, isn't it? The water is here, so the force will act like this. So it is in the positive direction here. Again, Fi is in the positive direction, so it comes in the first quadrant. Okay, so when you draw the figure, this is Fi and this is Fx, and the resultant force will come like this. Resultant force will come like this. I hope the direction is clear to you. And theta angle will be, so this is Fi, this is Fi, Fx, and there is a resultant force, and the theta angle is this one, theta angle. Okay, so I think this problem is clear to you all. Okay, thank you.